Hello guys and welcome, this is Sylvia and today we are going to explore the last part of this lunar cycle. We are going to honoring these last few days of the lunar cycle, which usually we just leave, behind, and we focus all on the new moon, on this new beginning, on these planting seeds on our new commitments. However, this is a very important part of the journey of the lunar cycle, and I'd love to, highlight it with you today so that we can start actually working in a different and more profound way with the lunar cycle. As you know, this is part of my Talisman membership. We work with the moon phases, with the lunar cycles, and we create according to the different phases of the moon we are in. So first of all, I just want to say with you, we have another couple of days before this cycle will be completed. And this is actually the part one of this honoring the void, because right now the energy of the cycle is fading away. And so the energy is becoming lower and lower as we get closer to the new moon, which is the point of new beginning. So right now we are entering the void, this space where we truly can create something new. Hi Kevin, welcome. Just let me know if you can hear me, as I had some challenges with the audios in the previous video, so maybe give me a sign if you can hear me, if everything is okay. And so we are preparing, in these couple of days, truly the flavor and the pace of the next phase. So what I'd love to focus on for today with you in this first part, tomorrow we are going to explore the second part and to truly complete the cycle together, is about reviewing all that we went through in the previous 4 weeks since this cycle began with the new moon, which was on the summer solstice as well, and it was at 0 degrees Cancer. On Monday we are going to have the second new moon in Cancer again, so this is a very special and important new elements to add to the equation, and it will be 28 degrees. So we are truly double completing a cycle, this cycle of the Cancer, which invites us to go deeper within, to go back home, where home is who we are, is our heart, our physical environment. Our body, is our home in this earthly planet. So for today, the first part of honoring the void, which is opening up for us to release this cycle, is to review the first 4 weeks, the previous 4 weeks, and truly let emerge all the lessons you went through, all the challenges, and get clear with what is now useless and can, just be left behind with gratitude, and what is still useful and we can bring with us in the next lunar cycle. Tomorrow we are going to explore how to get clearer with the things, the new commitments we want to focus on the next lunar cycle. But for today, let's just, review, and truly, as I invite you to write it down, maybe write a list, write a report of what you went through during the previous 4 weeks. And as you go through this process, open your heart to gratitude for whatever came to you, whatever lesson or whichever challenge you have faced, or maybe an illumination or a sudden and triggering life-changing event. For me personally, I went through a lot of inner work during this lunar cycle, and it was pretty intense and pretty rough in some moments, especially at the peak of the full moon with the lunar eclipse as well. Uh, However, I have to say that it has been so useful, even though so intense, because actually through this deep inner work, I could reach the core of myself and I could understand some parts of myself which were actually hidden to my sight. And I had the opportunity to understand better my behaviors as well, and to open up more to compassion for myself, to forgiveness for myself, and to love for myself. So as I go through my report for this lunar cycle, it is a very huge one, full of insights, full of new elements which emerged. And I'm also full of gratitude, because without this passage of the journey, for sure I couldn't proceed, to the next one. So this is what I invite you to do for today, for this first part. Take your journal or maybe a blank sheet of paper. The important thing is that you hand write with your hands, pen and paper, because this process allows you to physically release what has been stored into yourself in these 4 weeks. And just do it freely, knowing that the paper or the journal is just a neutral playground where you can truly release and let go all the stuff that was inside you. And through this process, you liberate yourself. And then tomorrow we will explore what unfolds when you go through this process. And make sure to have an open heart and to be in the gratefulness vibes as you go through this process. To support you along this first part of honoring the void of the completion of this lunar cycle, I've got my cards here with me, my deck of oracle cards, the Magic Path, which I will use, of course, to give you a further insight, to give some further guidance and support for this day. I want to say to you that, of course, these are the tools that we use in the Talisman membership. So, I've shared with you the link to join. These 2 days are the best days to join, because then we start the new cycle on Monday with a special gathering. And we work with the moon phases, of course, with oracles, with astrology. We also work, and this is a special part of this journey of the Talisman membership, with our own creativity, which is our source of power, through which we have physical proof that we are manifestors, that we are artists of our own life. And so through this process, we open up even more, we understand better what's going on outside of us and inside of us. So let's see, Spirit, what would you like us to know to, honor the void of this day and to go through this releasing process and grateful process as well, with an open heart. What is it that we need to understand, to focus on? Just let us know. We are open to receive your guidance. Thank you so much. Let's see what is coming up for us. We are ready to receive the answers. How many? Woo! Okay, we have 4 of them. 4 cards. Let me see if I can just turn a little bit. Okay, here, so you can see. Hello, Julia, welcome. Maybe you won't see my face, but you will be able to see the cards. Let me see a little bit more here. Okay, so we have 4 cards, 4 different colors. We have heart chakra, root chakra, magic, and vision. So let's start with the first card. The first card is healing, and it says that love can heal anything. Let love to cure you. Here is the first card. So this is the further guidance for us. Maybe I'm going to turn the video a little bit up so you can see myself as well. and this is the card. So here the card. This is about focusing as we go through this releasing process on the power of our heart and the power of the love energy. So as I was saying to you, while you review the previous 4 weeks of this cycle, make sure to go through the process with an open heart, knowing that the energy that your heart stores, which is the energy of love, allows you to heal anything, to transform anything. So anything that you are releasing through this process of reviewing, of inventory, of this lunar cycle can be transformed. And ask to your heart, how can I transform the lessons into wisdom? Then the other card is a red card, and it is safety reversed. So it seems that you may feel a little bit, unsure, a little bit unsafe as you go through this process. But just, I want to remind you to ground into your body. So as you go through this process of writing, of journaling, this is a grounding one. It is spiritual and grounding at the same time, because you use your body, you use your hands, your eyes, your senses to put into the paper your emotions. So as you go through this process, be aware that you can feel as if the earth below your feet is like shaking you. But this is fine. It is part of the process. It is meant to be like this so that you can see the truth with more openness of heart. So stay there, even though the process may feel uncomfortable. And the other card is a black card, so it's about our inner magic, and it is breathe reversed. Again, as you go through this process, make sure to relax, have faith, believe that each step, even though you may feel triggered again because you are reviewing maybe something that has been hard to you or challenging to you, make sure to breathe. Do not, do not constrict yourself because you are going through maybe painful memories or hard times that you may have lived during this cycle. Be aware that this is part of the journey. Stay in that room, because tomorrow with the second part you're going to feel more ease, more softness, more releasing. So for now, as you go through the reviewing process, stay in the room, even though it may feel a little bit constricting, a little bit maybe challenging to review difficult parts of your journey. The last card is clarity reverse, and this is about vision. So, as you go through this process of reviewing again, you may ask yourself if you have been doing the right choices aligned with your vision. You may question your vision. Is that the right vision for me? Or you may see not so clearly your path, the elements of your path. This is about having faith. What comes up from these 4 cards: healing, upright, safety, breathe, and clarity reverse. It's about having faith in the process of releasing and reviewing, making sure to go there with an open heart. And if you have questions about your vision, you can ask them. You can ask your third eye, your third identity. Is this the right path for me? Because then, as you will complete fully this cycle, you have another opportunity to start anew. And so when there is something that it is not aligned anymore with your highest good, you can change it. Have this awareness within you, and even though you find challenges, passages along this last part of the journey. Stay there, have faith, take a breath, and keep journaling. You can also, maybe record an audio if you prefer to listen to your voice. I warmly suggest you to write it down because this is a very powerful exercise and ritual. So, this has been said, I wish you a wonderful almost last day of this lunar cycle. Honor the void, because the void is what can propel you then forward as we start the next lunar cycle. And I also encourage you to see these last 2 days of the cycle as a springboard to something new. And before you reach, the edge of the springboard, to take that jump into the unknown with great hopes and great commitments for the future. Take one step at a time and be very present and aware of your moves. So I wish you to enjoy this day, and I invite you again to sign up for my Talisman membership, because this is just a little part of the magic work that we do in there. We work all month long with the phases, the changes of the moon, and we create as well. We co-create with the moon and with the cosmic energies a talisman, which is a symbol of your own inner truth, which will allow you to grow and to become wiser along the path, which a deeper awareness of who you are and of your voice, what you need to share and to be in the world. So I just share the link to join the membership up here in the title. I invite you to click it now, and see you tomorrow for part 2 of Honoring the Void. Be well and take care.